Uncle Joey here, my main little brother, Lee Syatt. First off, we got to open up on an apology. I get a call Monday from Lee Syatt about 4 o'clock that he came over here and the lights wouldn't turn on and the fucking air was off or some bullshit, and he turned on the computer. You know, Lee confuses me with his jargon. So let me tell you the other side of the fucking story. Sunday, I have a great weekend with the family. I get off the antibiotics. You know me. I'm free and clear. I'm doing some kettlebells. I'm walking the neighborhood. Sunday morning, I go to jiu-jitsu 12 o'clock class. Great day. I breathe. I get beat up. No different than any other day. Monday, I go, let me go back there. And I had a meeting on Tuesday. And we had episode 400 Monday night. We had Esther Koo, and we had Dice tonight. So we had the weekend planned. Everything's beautiful, ready to go. I go to jiu-jitsu at 12, and I stay for the mobility class. It's a little hot here, but I'm not blaming it on the heat. During the mobility class, I feel a little bit fucking ubats. I feel a little bit...
in your stomach or where?
My whole body. Like, you ever doing something and your whole body just feels like it just goes... Zzz, zzz. So you shake it off a little bit. I bring a watermelon protein drink, 29 grams of protein. You mix it with 16 ounces of water.
Okay.
Just to calm me down for a little while, and I drive home. On this particular day, I had drank that already, but Lee, I was thirsty as fuck. So I go to the gas station by Alberto's, and I get a water and some fucking horrible tasting Gatorade. Like, I haven't drinking Gatorade in 20 fucking years.
Not all sugar.
So I just get Gatorade because it's a hot day, and that's what people say to do.
Oh,
to
yeah.
rehydrate yourself, and you have to...
Electrolytes.
First off, if anybody knows anything about anything, you gotta Pedialyte that bitch. Any hot given fucking day, anything like that, guys, I'm telling you this, I did not know this till 15 fucking years ago. Don't quote me on this shit. But I will tell you how I knew, because when I went to shoot the longest yard, the first time Goldberg saw me,
right,
that's the first thing he said to me the first day when I was running. He goes, I hope you're drinking Pedialyte, kid, because that's the only thing that's going to bring you back.
It just has, like, because it's for babies, right? It's
yeah,
like...
so he would give me the grape stuff. Now, at this time, it was his. This is my first encounter with Goldberg. I didn't know wrestling. I knew nothing. The other guy was big at that time, which I didn't know either. 98, 2000. I don't know nothing about wrestling. I had seen Goldberg on the Best Damn Sports Show when I did sketches for them. So I knew nothing about this man. I knew nothing about professional wrestling. When I was a kid, I was a fan of Chief J. Strongbow and shit like that on Channel 9 on Saturday nights or Sunday mornings, whenever the fuck it came on. So now I'm on the longest yard. First fucking day of basic training. They get us out there on the field. I'm 400 fucking pounds, maybe 390. It's, I don't know how many feet of elevation. And I'm out there fucking around. And all of a sudden, somebody says, you better give that kid oxygen. I'm huffing and puffing. I hadn't done a jumping jack in 10 fucking years. I've been snorting blow for 10 years, eating fried food, living on fucking comedy club menus. You know, I wasn't taking care of myself at all. And all of a sudden, I got the fucking longest yard. And my blood pressure's high on the set, and they're fucking worried, and they're threatening me. It's only going to be a 4-week contract. So this is the first day, and I'm huffing and fucking puffing. And thank God for one of the trainers. He said, do me a favor. Get him on oxygen therapy, which means that they put those 2 nozzles in your nose.
Okay.
And you get oxygen like a fucking animal. And then Goldberg came over, saw my face was red we were doing the rehearsals. And he goes, are you drinking? He goes, I don't want you to do this shit. They shouldn't be. You got a buddy double coming in. Don't do this. You're not in this type of shape. Which was, it was the truth at the time. I shouldn't have been out there. I was going to die of a heart attack like those football players. And he gave me a Pedialyte, and he goes, I want you to do me a favor. All I want you to do while you're here in the daytime is walk around in circles around the field. So that's all I did the first 2 weeks of shooting, basically. I walked around the field, but back to the story, he gave me Pedialyte. And I saw the wrestlers were bringing it in by the gallons. Some of the football players, the other football players were drinking Gatorade.
Right, I've heard of Pedialyte when you get sick.
Yeah, Pedialyte when you get sick, when you have that type of... So, I don't know dick about dick. I'm driving home, and all of a sudden, my body's tightening up. Lee.
And it's scary when you're driving.
Oh, I'm making a left. I make a right. I get onto Burbank Boulevard. I'm driving home, and I feel that zzz, zzz in my body again. I get home. It feels like death. Now, when I was a young kid, I used to play basketball all fucking day in Jersey. So between the humidity and being out there all day, all I would do is drink fucking iced teas from the little dairy thing on top of 38th Street. There used to be a dairy thing there, like 50 feet from the basketball courts.
Right.
And if you walk to the dairy, they'd sell you those. You were too young.
Nesteas? No.
Not even in a bottle tea, and in a fucking cardboard container, like that milk comes in.
No way.
Like the kids are missing. This is 1975, Lee. That's how iced tea came. There was only maybe 2 brands of iced teas. There was Lipton in a can,
Okay.
which was not bad. Lipton in a can is not bad if you doped it up. Again, you got to take it home, put it over ice, squeeze some lemon on that motherfucker, a little teaspoon of real fucking sugar. Bam! You got yourself a nice iced tea.
Did you ever try Nestea? Like, that's what I said. Like, that was my first introduction to tea, and that's why I can't drink anything else, because that's so sweet. That's what I thought tea was.
No,
And it tasted delicious. So I was like, oh, tea's delicious. And now I tried to eat, and it tastes
they
like...
give you a tea and it tastes like dick. But they got that fucking red tea that's not bad with a little fucking cancer sugar. The blue packages, it's tremendous.
Oh, at Starbucks?
I make it at the
I like
house.
the red
You have
tea,
it
yeah.
at Starbucks, you can make it anywhere. Back to the fucking story, Lee. So I get home and I got this thing, but when I was about 13, 14, they had to take me to the doctor because my body would stiffen up and I'd shake. And the doctor says, Yo! No, you're hallucinating. Why are you busting my balls, Lee? I smoked 52 joints today. I'm trying to recover.
I think you were knocking on the table anyways. I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't knocking on nothing. My hand's on the fucking table. Why would I knock? What am I, Johnny fucking playing blackjack? So I fucking get home and I get this stiff thing and I'm not hungry at all, guys. And it's about 4 o'clock. Lee calls me with the studio thing and I go, Lee, I'll call you in like 2 hours. And I tried to lay down. I couldn't fall asleep. I started getting chills. And I thought something was coming over me. I called Lee back about 6. Lee goes, you know what? Nothing's back working. I called Esther Cool. I called Esther and I go, Esther, we got no fucking power. Forget it. I could tell you 3 hours or 20 minutes. I don't want to waste your time and make you take an Uber for $40 all the way up here. I love you. I'll see you the next time. And I guess me and Lee were going to do the podcast. I was going to see how I felt. I had taken like an Advil for pain because I had like a migraine fucking headache, and I take that. And I kept drinking water. I was not hungry at all. I didn't put any sugar in my body. And I'm sitting there at about fucking 6:30. I'm talking to my wife. I got a hooded sweatshirt on in my living room with jeans, a blanket, and a fucking pillow on top.
Meanwhile, it's so hot outside that the power went out.
Oh my fucking God. I am shaking fucking cold. And finally, I feel something in my stomach, and I walk to the fucking door. I open it, and I just head over, and I stick my finger down my throat, and there it comes out. Because I know when it's time to stick your finger down your fucking throat.
No, you didn't tell me this. Why do you stick your finger down your throat?
Because why fucking play the game? It's sitting there. You could feel it. Unless you're retarded, you can't fucking feel it that you have something that's stuck there. You're burping it. You're burping it. Now, I'm not burping food. I'm burping like an acid, which I don't burp fucking acids. I never burped that shit. That Gatorade was horrible, so that was part of the burp also.
You know, I was going to say this the other day. I was wondering if maybe the cold water made you throw up, because a couple of times, like when I've been too high on edibles, if I drink, it makes me throw up.
It doesn't make you shiver like that and give you a fucking fever.
Oh, no, I know.
So I started barfing. In the middle of the barf, boom, I fart, and it's pure shit. Thank God I had the pants on, the underwear on from fucking jiu-jitsu. So I went in the shower, came out. Now we all know it's official. I'm fucking sick. I call Lee. I say the podcast is off. I'm about to get sicker. I go back outside. Lee, you should have heard it hitting the leaves on the floor. It was like I had a pot of water and just thrown it over. And it was like, da, da, da. I hadn't eaten anything solid all day. I tell you guys, I eat a yogurt. I drink an almond milk smoothie for breakfast.
And it's even worse when it's all liquid.
I didn't even have a protein shake that day. I had nothing. I went up to jiu-jitsu on the fucking whatever because I put a half a banana in it for the carbs. That was it. I went to fucking jiu-jitsu. Next thing you know, guys, by 8 o'clock, I was at like 101. My wife had the fucking white towels on my head. You know, I tried to lay down. Then I shit the bed on the way to the bathroom to puke. I shit a little piece on the bed. And I'm honest with you guys, because what do you want me to tell you? That, you know, this is how sick I fucking was at 9 o'clock at night. So I went through 1 pair of jeans and 3 pair of shorts. But the best was I ran outside and I had shorts on with no underwear on, and I puked. And a little piece of shit went out of my ass and landed on the porch, exactly where I stand. X marks the spot where I stand and do the fucking morning periscope. I hadn't even known since I went back there at night to puke again. I called my wife outside. I go, look at this. She goes, oh my God, how embarrassing. The next day we had to chisel it off. I called Lee. We had to chisel this fucking thing off.
You left it till the next morning?
Because what am I going to do? I'm sick. My wife didn't want to fucking see it. I had already shit the bed, shit 3 pair of fucking shorts, the toilet. I mean, it was a fucking nightmare, Lee.
Oh, my God.
So now I'm up all fucking night, guys. Tremendous. 12 o'clock. I'm sleeping 2-hour intervals and waking up to shit and puke. 2-hour intervals to wake up to go, blah, blah, and I either run to the toilet or I have patience. I hate puking in fucking toilets. You know what, man? How many years am I going to puke in my toilet? I started my life puking outside in the weeds when I was a drunk kid. Then I went inside the toilets. Now it's been 30 years in toilets. I'm done. I want to puke back outside the jungle where I belong. So I go out to the balcony and I just barf. Listen to me. My neighbor downstairs, the people downstairs have like a bunch of... They got a bunch of like shit hidden. And they got a kid's pool on top of it to protect it from the fucking rain.
No.
I puked on that kid's pool maybe 18 times, and it's right next to a window. I can't believe she heard it. I'm telling you, it's like I was taking pieces at 2 in the fucking morning. It's like I was taking pieces of the fucking pork chops and putting it together. I'm on the podcast. Andrew Dice Clay calling in fucking live. He's going to be at the Coney Island Amphitheater July fucking 30th. Jim Florentine, my sister Eleanor Kerrigan, and fucking Wheels Parisi. If you don't go, I don't want you talking to me ever again. Tell him, Andrew.
Am I plugged in? Am I on with you?
You're fucking on, cocksucker. Tell him.
Holy shit.
Asbury Park. That's how connected we are. You just happened to fucking call, and I said you were supposed to be on tonight, but things happened. So God bless you. If you don't go to the call, he's back in fucking Brooklyn, cocksuckers. This is big. This is bigger than fucking Hillary Clinton getting elected. Fuck that Lilith Fair. This is Andrew Dice Clay coming back, a fucking comedy hero. Do you understand me? Most people don't even get a chance to do it fucking a half a time. This guy's coming back with a fucking medal and then some. He's coming back with dead Vietnamese ears on a fucking chain. So,
oh, you are so out of your mind. I'm glad I called. I'm glad I needed the laugh. I've been so fucked up all week.
Well, you're fucking ready to go. I love that you're in Coney Island.
Listen, that's why I texted you the other day. Like, you were texting me, like, what time was it? Like 2 in the morning?
I was puking my brains off. I was sick to death. I had the glasses on, the diarrhea.
And when you texted me, I was so fucking stoned out.
I could tell when you said something about Matt Dillon. I was laughing in all my agony.
Wait, let me go to the text. Let's go to the text, ladies and gentlemen. Where the fuck is this? Because I saw it the next day, you know, and I'm going, I said, I'm stoned, you crazy fuck. Where you at? My boy Dylan, my son, got me all fucked up. I think I'm gonna look for Pokemon. Oh my God, people are so fucking stupid. Something that means balls, asshole humans. That's what I was texting you. You know. Oh fuck, Joey.
I'm here.
So it's what I've been doing all week. So when you texted me, you got a picture this. I'm sitting in this, you know how, like, you know, in your bathroom, I have like a pocket door on the toilet, and we painted the room like this blood red, the toilet room. because it's the late night smoke out room that you can blow the smoke out the window while you sit on the toilet backwards. And you're trying to call me and text me, and I'm stoned out of my fucking mind. You know, and all I'm doing for whatever reason is thinking about Felicity at that hour. You know, and you're texting me about the podcast. You know, I was out of my fucking mind. I was up till like 5 that morning.
Let me tell you something. I was as sick as a fucking dog that night.
Were you really?
Oh, puking. I was just telling them on the show why I had to cancel the show Monday night. First time ever.
Well, what happened to you? What do you think it was? You sound good now.
Oh, no. Now I'm still a little queasy. I haven't barfed to shit myself today. So we're halfway there, but by tomorrow I'll be fine. I'll be back to 100%. So.
Fucking Joey G, the best.
But
I heard you were fantastic in fucking Philly. That's number one.
Oh, Philly was great. Philadelphia is always the fucking.
And then I got to tell you this because it is a compliment because it was from Bill Burr, and he said, "What was it at the Comedy Store? You know how you came on." He goes, "Did you ever try to follow Joe Diaz?" And I go, "Well, that would be kind of stupid, you know." Because he goes, "He's a fucking monster up there, you know." And he goes, "He just like goes all out, you know." And I go, "Well, that's what you get, you know, when you have him with you." You know, he goes, "I didn't even know if I could go on after that." You know, so that's a great compliment because I love Bill Burr, you know, but I know what you can do. It's not like I haven't seen it, you know what I mean?
Hey, man, you fucking started it for me, so.
You know what, Joey? We're cut from the same cloth. You're a fucking killer up there, and you know me. I have no problem giving guys credit due. And you know, I know your fans are listening, and this ain't Dice kissing ass because I never kissed ass in my life to anybody. But when a guy is great, I just like telling him he's fucking great. And it's really nice to know that there are some real politically incorrect motherfuckers that don't listen to a fucking thing when it comes to that stand-up, and you just do it the way you've been doing it from the day I met you. You know, and that's what makes great comedians. Because if we can't do it the way we do it, what the fuck is comedy ever going to be again? You know what I mean? You understand that.
First of all, thank you. And no, I believe it. I believe it.
There's no truth behind the act. Then you got no act, and you're going nowhere. So now say what you got to say.
I love you. I'll call you when I finish here, and I'll.
You totally missed it. I threw you off.
Oh my God, I'm stoned. I'm just as stoned as you were Monday night.
I'm stoned right now. Look, I know I'm going into Brooklyn. The amphitheater is going to be fantastic. It's going to be a fantastic fucking show. I didn't even call you. I didn't even know you're on the air now, so it's great that you are. And I do want the fans to know they're going to walk out of that fucking amphitheater shaking their heads, going, I never seen nothing like that. Because that's how I perform. That's what I like to bring to the public. You know, if they're paying for a fucking ticket, I want them to walk out happy and go, the greatest show. Just the greatest fucking show. And that's what I like to bring to the table. So I'm psyched to go back to Brooklyn, see the friends, see the family, see the fans. But honestly, I just called you to tell you that, you know, what you do for me with the podcast and the way you pump me, you're just aces in my fucking book. That's it.
Hey, man, you took me out of the darkest hole in my life when I saw you fucking do those jokes. So
some shit, Joey.
You know, we move on, my brother.
And the beauty
Fuck
of
it.
you is that you could take two different roads when you come out of what you were dealing with. You could either go all bad again, or you could take the higher path and just go down the road you've gone down. And I'm proud of the success you fucking became. That's what makes me happy. You didn't just disappear. You weren't a Comedy Store guy with a big mouth that disappeared in 2 years. You stuck with it, and now you're a major fucking comic in this world. And there's a lot to be said for that, because I encourage that shit. You know, I wouldn't care if you came on in front of me and just destroyed the crowd. That's the way it should be with anybody either co-headlining or opening to you. Just go out there and murder these motherfuckers. Give them their money's worth. We're in a very stressed out, uptight fucking world. And it's guys like us that make it a little easier for people to go day to fucking day. And that's the bottom fucking line.
I love you, cocksucker. I'll call you back with all my heart.
Okay.
My all-time favorite, the all-time heavyweight. For Saturday night, Coney Island. He's back in Brooklyn. I love you, Andrew. That was crazy, guys. That was just pure... he just called out of the whim, and I just wanted to let you guys know that he's a good dude, man. And I appreciate his compliments and his encouragement over the years, guys. It's nice that, you know, I've been getting a lot of emails this week. I wanted to talk to you about this, Lee, because it's so fucking important in life. And we don't get it. We really do not get it. And I cannot believe people who have been following the podcast, people who have been emailing with me, people who follow comedy in general, people who are seeing behind the curtain, emailed me this week that, listen, I've done some fucked up shit on the show. You know, we've gotten emails about you getting farts in the face and, you know, things that I've said or people disagree. But this week, I looked at the emails one day, and they were astronomical for like a one day. It was like 18 one day.
Jesus.
Then it was like 13 the other on Gmail. So I can't imagine, this is church Gmail. I can't imagine what's on Beauty and the Beast Gmail. You know, some emails were about addiction, blah, blah, blah. This, do you know what these were about? That I can't fucking believe that they didn't put you all over the Oddball Festival. I mean, people like questioning me, like what the fuck was wrong with me? Why did I agree to that? They didn't even black out my name, you know? And I couldn't believe it. I answered the emails back as honestly as I could be. I was not angry at nobody. I did not attack anybody. Nothing like this. The emails were basically, I had to take my time for this, and this was the morning after. No, this was the morning before I went to jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
The Sunday morning. I looked at the computer, and that's when I got the 12-1. I go, what the fuck is this? And people like, hey, man, I can't believe that you're only hosting at the Oddball Festival. And it was like people trying to make me feel bad about taking a job that maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm overqualified for. I don't fucking know. I get a call, and they ask me if I'm interested in doing the Oddball Fest. My agent says I wouldn't do it for that price, but maybe I can get you this price. Would you be interested? And I go, if you think that's, whatever you think is fair, I'll do. You're my agent. He went back and he got me a little bit more. He didn't get me the magical number, but he got me different props, and that helped. So I thought about it at first, guys. I'm a fucking old man, guys. It's 5 fucking days of traveling. You know, it's roughing it up. I haven't roughed it up in 10 years, Lee. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing comedy very avant-garde.
Same city for the whole weekend.
Yeah, you know, I haven't roughed it up in 15 fucking years. You know, when you do Tuesday and Wednesday somewhere, Thursday, Friday, Saturday somewhere, and then Sunday, 8 hours out of that fucking town. So I agreed to it. I said, sure, I'll do it. It's to me, it was a good lineup. I knew it was Gabriel. I knew it was Sebastian. I know it's Tom Segura. I think it's Bert Kreischer. I know it's the girl that's been on the podcast that you like a lot, that we both like a lot, the writer, Sarah Tiana.
Oh, right. Yeah, absolutely.
So I got a nice lineup. Why would I be the guy? I couldn't believe I had to break this down to people that for once in my life, I get to work with my friends. Not only that, Gabe invited me on his bus, so I just saved on plane tickets in between the 3 fucking cities. I'm going to take the red eye with them. They're going to pick us up, take us to the hotel, sleep all day, and then we leave Friday morning for Tampa on the bus. We get there about 11 or 12. We spend the day in Tampa. We do Tampa. We get on the fucking bus and drive all fucking night. We get to Indy, get on the bus, whatever, and then we fly out of Indianapolis. Now, I'm pretty honored to fucking do that, guys. You know why? Because nobody's ever invited me to dick.
Yeah, it must feel great. And then you've spoken before about like people not taking. Oh, I don't want that kind of job. This is a great tour. That who knows? Maybe you are overqualified technically to host, but hosting, they get to see you all night. They only see each comic for like 15 minutes. You're gonna go up there 5-6 times. They're gonna see you.
I gotta do
all
10
night.
in the beginning,
yeah.
and 10 after the intermission.
Okay.
And then bring them up.
Yeah, but yeah, and then you're gonna joke around with them. It's Brody did it. The only oddball I ever went to in Irvine, and Paul and I still talk. And I told Brody on the podcast, I said, you were out of the big headliner names. We still talk about Brody because you come out, you're interacting with them on. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna really like.
No,
it.
I love all that shit.
So fuck them.
But I couldn't believe people were angry at me for hosting. Like, you should have fucking headlined. They were actually attacking some people on Twitter.
Oh Jesus!
Like, fuck you, you know. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, guys! I made the decision because I thought it was just nice enough that they thought of me. The guys that picked those tours, they have so many people to deal with. I don't know what happened. I heard rumors in the beginning that they had all these big names. So something must have happened. They called me, they asked, and I took the fucking job. Now, in my world, I could have been Joe Bananas and said, fuck you. Give me a co-headlining spot and give me this type of money, and I'll do the show. And they would have responded, maybe no, maybe yes. But you know what, man? For me, these fucking 17 years out here, for 12 of those years, nobody talked to me. Nobody talked to me. Yeah, Adam Sandler put me in movies and fucking Raimi and shit like that. But comically, nobody fucking talked to me. And I gotta tell you something, if you listen to those first couple CDs, you wouldn't talk to me either. So I can't blame it either on that too. But this is a journey. This is why it's good to get those CDs and go, wow, that's what happens if you stick life out sometimes. But in my world, I've never been invited to Montreal. I've never been invited to all the fucking festivals. How many comedy festivals they have every weekly? 22 of them?
Yeah.
When do they call Uncle Joey for a fucking festival? Not that I would go, because I'm busy with other things and shit. No,
but it's nice to be invited.
No, it's like today. Listen, man, I always get put in these fucking predicaments. There's this thing going on in my hometown. Okay?
Okay.
And he died on 9/11. I never knew the young man. But everybody says he's a sweetheart of a kid, and it was a fucking shame. And hey, listen, everybody who died on 9/11, it's a fucking shame. But that's not what this is about. They always hit me up in August, and they always say, hey, just in case, if you're going to be in the area, drop in and do the fucking benefit. And every year I say to them, no, I'm not going to be in the fucking area. And every year, this is going on for 6 years now, 7 years. Hey, if you're going to be in the area, why don't you drop by? Because I don't live in the fucking area.
Yeah, I live 3,000
So
miles
today,
away.
Carlos Neri, one of my closest friends in the fucking world, closest friends from fucking 5th grade, him and his brother Sergio, he sends me a note again because we've been talking a lot lately. He goes, Eileen Mooney's mother. Eileen Mooney was a kid. We went to school with my freshman year. She was a little older than me. Not the best looking girl in the world, but the personality of a fucking star.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.